Good morning, happy cooking, good afternoon, and in case you haven't seen me, then good evening as well, just in case you are in another country, in another time zone. So anyway, today we're going to make a delicious breaded fish, and this is wild cod fish. So it's wild caught, and it's also a cod, so it's almost like a twisting words, cod, something like that. Okay, so as you can remember, we are using only the electric skillet. I'm using the electric skillet mostly this month because I want you to fall in love with it. You could actually get this electric skillet for free when you purchase a set of Salamasters. So here we go. So to preheat the pan, remember it's our 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So I've been preheating it for about 6 minutes, but here you can hear the oil. The oil that's on the inside is hermetically sealed right there. So you never have to change the oil ever. The pan itself comes with a lifetime warranty, not the plug. The plug only has like a 1-year warranty, but you can get a plug, replacement plug, super inexpensive. So let's preheat the pan for approximately 6 minutes. I've already preheated it, but I wanted to show you what to do. So while you're preheating the skillet, this is what you will do with your breading. So number one, we're going to get some panko breadcrumbs. And so take approximately about a cup, depends how many fillets are you making. So let's do a cup and a half. Okay. Next thing that you want to do is we're going to add our herbs that are they're anti-inflammatory, they are antifungal, antiviral. Some of them protect you against respiratory problems. So the first one is cumin. So let's put a lot of cumin in there because if you have challenges breathing, cumin is the best, especially if you put it in boiling water with a little bit. Once the water is boiled, put the cumin and then add some cinnamon and garlic, and that will actually make your breathing a lot better. I tested it myself. That's the only reason why I'm telling you. So let's use some black pepper. Thyme, because you know it's one of my favorite herbs and it's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and it's also delicious. So let's bring the oils by just rubbing it in our hands. Okay, so that was approximately 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. So now I'm gonna use some smoked paprika. That's more to just give it color. And I think I'm going to open this. Maybe it's never been opened before. Maybe it is. It's just I'm not opening it properly. There you go. So here's the paprika. So I want to make this a little bit colorful. That's the reason why I'm putting the paprika. Okay. Next, of course, you know me. I love anti-inflammatory herbs and herbs that are the same thing. They promote healthy immune system. So, and I love the yellow and the red together. This is paprika and turmeric. These are actually my coat of arms colors, golden and red. Okay, and I have a little bit of lemon pepper here. That's just for a little bit of a flavor of lemon. So mix this really good together. Oh, and then we put the sea salt. No, we must put sea salt. Okay, that was my disappearing act. So a little bit of sea salt. Put a little bit less. Put more on the less than the more side. So mix it good. So what we're doing is flavoring the breadcrumbs. Okay. So we're gonna have to have a skillet. These are really thick fillets, so that's why the reason why I'm using this skillet, because I want them to be crispy, but I also want them to be cooked. So I'm going to start them in the electric skillet, and then I'm gonna put this in a little mini oven. So in fact, I'm going to preheat that oven, the mini oven at the back, for 10 minutes. convection temperature. And so we're gonna start preheating it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, and of course, you know me, I like spicy. So we're gonna add some little chili flakes, even if no one eats it. But trust me, they will eat it. They love it. Okay, so we have our breaded already complete, our breading. So that's for the fish. You can use the same thing for chicken. In fact, tomorrow or maybe later today, I plan to do chicken cutlets. So they're super easy to make with chicken breast or chicken thighs pounded. Okay, next thing that you need to do is to have 2 eggs. Again, depends how many pieces you're making. If you're making several pieces and they're large pieces, then I suggest 2 eggs. Otherwise, use only 1 egg. Okay, so let's, so you want to scramble this up. So your skillet should be already preheated. Okay, so now we take, so these are the 3 things that you need. Your eggs. And this I don't need anymore, so I can put it away. And you're gonna need your fish. I got the fish right here. So I already put a little bit of lemon on the top, and what I'll do is I put parchment paper on the bottom of the oval baked dish because I don't want the oval baked dish to smell like fish later on. And if it smells like fish, then what you do is you can put you can wash it for a while with hot water and vinegar. Okay, now it's gonna smell like fish and chips. Just kidding. Don't put too much oil because then otherwise don't put too much lemon because then the lemon will cook the fish and you don't want to do that. So what we do is you take your fish in here. In fact, we're gonna transfer this over here to make it a little bit easier. And then you're going to take your fish and dip it into the egg. And like I said, these are thick pieces of fish. So that's why you might need to bake it to keep the crisp and to make sure that it's fully cooked. Then you bring it to the breading and then just kind of mix it or give it a nice little rub. Coat the fish on both sides really good. If possible, dip it again if you want like really extra crunch. Okay, and you can cut these pieces too because honestly they're pretty large, but I'm gonna be cutting them afterwards to avoid too much crowding. Okay, so now I'm going to keep this one aside. And then I'm gonna bring my other big thicker piece of fish and then make sure that it's really well. See, as you can see, 2 eggs for these big fishes. That's like pretty much bang on. Okay, so bread the fish. Make sure that you cover it really well on both sides. That means that my oven is already preheating. Then back into the egg wash again. Back into the egg wash. Make sure that it's perfectly coated. And then back into my bread crumbs. So you can do eggplants like this. You can do chicken like this as well. Okay, so now put aside. I'm not gonna do the other fish. I'm gonna put it away for now, make something else. And so let's move this out. So let's bring the electric skillet that is already being preheated. And by the way, you can cook it all in the electric skillet, but it's not gonna be as crispy as I want it. And so now you bring your skillet. You should know the water test already. I already cooked a lot on this. You can hear the oil. Now that it's preheated, you can take a little bit of avocado oil. And then just add a little bit and then just mix it all around like this. So it's shallow fry. Okay, so approximately 1 tablespoon. And now you take your breaded fish. And there you go, and just cook it. So keep the temperature of 450 degrees. And so in that way you'll have like a really nice crisp to it, and it's also gonna be golden brown. So I already added the paprika, and also the turmeric makes it a little bit beautifully brown. So if you like, if you don't want to smell your house, then you can just close it ajar a little bit, so in that way the inside of the fish will cook just as much as the outside. If you put it like this, then if you cover it completely, the juices from the fish will start to evaporate and release into the surface, so you'll have more of a boiled kind of fish, if you will. So what I want you to experience is what it's like to have it crispy without using a lot of oil. Normally, if you were using a regular ordinary skillet, you probably would have, I've seen people put like about an inch of oil above, like on the top of the skillet. And so the idea is for us to reduce or eliminate the amount of oils that we use every single day. So with this fish, it's very simple. This will fit at least 4 people. As you can see, these are like big fillets like that. I've never seen somebody eat something like that. So a regular person would eat about 4 to 6 ounces of protein, and this is about 12 ounces. So it would be probably, if you are serving it for a family, it'd probably be good if you cut it in 4 or maybe maybe 3 pieces, or maybe just 2 pieces is just perfect, and it'll be beautiful. And most important thing is you leave it for 5-7 minutes on one side and about 7 minutes on the other side. So just give it 7 minutes on each side, and then finish it up with a little bit of butter on the bottom. Put about a tablespoon of butter on this gourmet skillet, and then put it in the oven and just finish it up in there if you want. If you don't mind, if you don't want it to be like super crispy, then you can just finish it up here, and then I suggest that you just cover it like that after it's done, so the inside of the fish will be cooked. So after the 14 minutes, so it should take only about 20 minutes to make this fish. You can serve this with mashed potatoes, you can serve it with rice, you can serve it with pasta, you can serve it with pretty much just a salad if you like, pretty much anything. Okay, so let's go to the other side now. And so you can almost tell when it's time to turn the fish, because you can see about an eighth of an inch starts to cook at the bottom. So look at that, so beautiful. I have to bring it up to you, but look at the color. beautifully brown. So in fact, you can just leave it there and just forget about the oven. But remember to plug it in, yes. You can make the little nuggets for children like this as well. Look at how beautiful this brown. I kid you not. So give it another 7 minutes on the other side. And again, keep the lid closed. So if you wanted to roast at this point, if you wanted to roast some Brussels sprouts, you can put some Brussels sprouts around it to let them cook while the other side of the pan is going. You could do some greens too as well. So if you have some collard greens or something like this, you can just put them on the side to let them steam up a little bit while you're cooking this. So super simple. I'll take a picture for you. There's nothing I can do about it right now other than just let it sit for another 7 minutes. And if you find that after you take it out, because this is so thick, just keep it covered. Keep it covered, and then you can lower it to about 350. That's another way if you don't have a mini oven. Otherwise, just like I said, take a gourmet skillet after you brown it, throw it in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, just leave it like that, cover. I guarantee you it's going to still gonna be, now that this side is seared, the juices, as you can tell, you know, you're going to be browning and you're going to be cooking it at the same time. So for the meantime, I'm keeping it to 450 degrees. So serve this with a little bit, like I said, quinoa, salad, pasta, rice, whatever you have at home. So right now, I'm recommending you to eat delicious at home. Instead of going out, you really be creative with whatever you have at home. If you have any concerns, or if you have any questions and you say, hey, I have a lot of this at home, can you help me? What can I cook with it? I'll teach you how to cook stuff so you'll never go hungry. So, and you'll never run out of recipes. So it's such a great thing to be creative with the things that we have at home. So rather than running to the store and say, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have that, how do I make this? So if you want any coaching, if you want any help on making some delicious recipes, this will be the time to ask me. Put some comments below. What do you have a lot of that you really like to create new recipes with? And to feed your family something delicious, something nutritious. Be creative, cook with your family, stay at home as much as you can for now, and stay healthy. So anyway, remember to share this video, remember to like this video, remember to comment on the video, and if you like the recipe, for sure, tell other people about it, how they can save time, money, and improve their health every time that they are cooking in the Salamaster system. So folks, this is something I've been doing for 25 years, and I'm very proud to continue to do. I do this now because I love it, because before I did it because I wanted to, and in a way it was a job for me, but it's not a job anymore. It's my passion, it's my love, and I want to share it with you. Thank you for watching today. And once again, this is your Flexitarian chef, Jael Tanti. Until then, have a happy, healthy, and wealthy day. Thank you, and have a great Sunday. Remember, no matter what, stay positive. Ciao.